And we should be live, guys, in a second. Give me a second, guys. I know I can see the, oh, I see it here right now. Welcome, guys, to another Monday here with Operation 11 Charlie. Uh, Today, our special guest is going to be Trent, one of our O11C veterans here, and also he's part of a nonprofit for veterans out there, and it's Combat Marine Outdoors, and we'll be talking about that tonight. We're looking forward to that, and all the good information that we have out there for our fellow veteran brothers and sisters. We'd like to bring it up here, guys. Who some of you guys can benefit from it. And also we'll be talking about the events that we were part of a couple of weeks ago with Toys for Tots. So welcome in, Trent, brother.
Thank you so much. Do you want me to introduce myself, or
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
go?
well, yeah, just say the welcome, then then we do that when we start talking about however you want to do it, brother.
Okay. Good afternoon, or I'm sorry, good evening, everybody. It's been a long day. My name is Trent Finley. I live in just outside of Houston, Texas. I got involved with Operation 11 Charlie last February. My first event was in Gainesville at the
USD.
OST.
Yeah, USD. Yes.
Yeah, so my wife and I were both there, and her name's Nicole, and we both served in the United States Coast Guard. I did 21 years, and my wife Nicole did 8 years active duty. And she got out to pursue her college degree and followed me around the rest of my career. We've been everywhere. Our final destination was Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, and then I retired out of Detroit and moved back home to Houston, Texas.
Awesome, bro. Thank you for your service, Trent.
Yes,
That's
sir.
first of all, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I retired in 2017. From there, I did odds and ends jobs, trying to figure out where I belonged. The whole struggle there that a lot of people experience, trying to find where you fit in.
Yes.
And finally fit in, found this organization that I kind of fell in my lap. The colonel that I was working for at this company, it was an ammunition company. That's what I was doing. I was manufacturing ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the owner of this company, his name is Colonel Al Orr, and his company is called Orr Tactical, and we make custom rifles and manufacture ammunition. So I came on board with him for a couple of years. Well, he said, "Hey, I'm the president of Combat Marine Outdoors, and we're looking to replace our executive director, who's getting ready to retire." And I was like, "Sign me up. What do I got to do?" He's like, "Well, we're going to split the executive director job into 2 jobs. One's going to be admin, and one's going to be operations. Because you're perfect for the admin position. If you want, it's yours." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, sign me up." So I came on board Combat Marine Outdoors in 2019, and been here ever since. So
that is awesome, brother.
So do you want me to talk about it now, or do you want to go around the horn, or what you want to do?
So real quick before we do that, Trent, again, we're gonna talk about the event that we were part of this past weekend. Say hi to everybody. Then we're gonna get into Combat Marines Outdoors with you, brother. Again, thank you for your service, Trent, to you and your wife. We really appreciate you guys. If you guys don't know Trent and Nicole, there are Trent is Steve O'D's brother-in-law. So it's an honor to have them in our family. We love that. Real quick here, I want to let me see. It's a bunch of people here in the chat. Jeff, welcome in. Scott, welcome in. Adams Playground. John Martin, welcome in. Brother Kurt, RC Remedy, Kevin Gibbs, Vance Vargas, welcome in, Vance, brother. Good to see you here. Juan Lacos, RC Russell, Big Red Tony, welcome in, brother. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. We miss a Chainsaw, welcome in, Rob. 907 Arctic, Frank, welcome in, brother. Good to see you here, Frank. So real quick, guys. So we're gonna talk about an event that we part of, but again, having this nonprofits that do a lot of good stuff out there for our warriors. So we're gonna be doing this every other month. Probably gonna have nonprofits, so all our guys can benefit from it. Maybe doesn't matter you guys are veterans or not. Maybe you have a family member or a friend that is veteran that could benefit from nonprofits like Combat Marine Outdoors, guys. So that's why we do this. Also, we combine this with the RC, right? So definitely, guys. That's what we have Trent here today. Spread the word out there, guys. If I have any veterans on the chat, thank you for your service. I see Raymond in the chat. Welcome in, Raymond. Good to see you, man. Thank you, Kev. Let me see if I could. I should get the pictures here, real quick. Let me. Frank, if you want to join us, let us know, Frank. Are you in the chat there? Text me, brother. I know you were at the game yesterday. He was watching he was here. He was at the football game last night, having fun. He was what is it, Dolphins with the black and gold. My goodness, the Steelers. So I know he was having fun last night. Thompson RC, welcome in here. Let me see. So last week, I'm trying to look for the pictures real quick, guys. So last week, again, we like to collaborate with other nonprofit, anything that's out there that we can help out the community in general, right? RC community in general, all our veterans, we are there for, so we have been doing here some stuff here in local community as well. And then when they gave us the opportunity to help out here from Toys for Tots, so we went out there. We went to it was Griffin, Georgia. It was a couple of weeks. It wasn't last. I don't know what. I don't even know what days. Oh Lord, but yeah, it was I think last week or a couple of weeks ago. So we were very excited to do that, man. Let me see, I can show some of the pictures here. Real quick, like right here, I shout out to all our warriors out there that were with us. There we have Frank was there. Frank Haynes was there with us. We had Gabe, we had James, we had Roger, we had Larry who was up there with us. So we love this. Man, this I love this picture that I was saying on the post. You got veterans from all eras here. Well, mostly all the eras here. We have their Vietnam veterans, Desert Storm, Iraqi veterans, Afghanistan veterans, all that stuff. So we love. Oh, our brother also Ronald was here with us. So we were able to help out. This is the event right there, 11th annual. It was a golf tournament there. We helped to prep. We helped during the event. Also, after the event was done, we helped taking everything down, make sure everything was it was left like we found it. So definitely. So some of the guys here, we were prepping here, right? The day before we were setting up. Well, actually, that was that day before the event. Toys for Tots. Again, we had a blast. We had a couple of our guys that participated at the event. Gabe and James, they participated at the event. I don't remember how many participants they were, but there was a lot. I think I went around 60, 80 groups, if I'm not mistaken. I know there was a lot. So man, again, we love to support our nonprofits out there giving a hand. So that it was very special to us helping those guys out. Um, definitely. Um,
Yeah, were those Crocs that you were wearing?
I, I love them. Hey, that's our California chapter, man. Our California chapter, right? Thank you guys, RC Remedy, Guy in the Moose, welcome in, welcome in. Um, California chapter, man. When we start flying out to California, it's the taking out the shoes, all that stuff, man. I start flying out with Crocs, bro. That's the best thing. I ain't going back no more, man. So every time I travel with the Crocs, man.
We're trying to get those outlawed here in Texas.
Those one I like. Those one I call the light ride. Man, they're so comfortable, man. I love them, man. Crocs controversial said in the chat there, RC Remedy. Oh yes, we got some Crocs pins too. You're right. We got some Operation 11 Charlie Crocs pins, man. So I'm gonna send you a couple of couple of them, Trent. Then definitely. What else, guys? So that's where we were last weekend. A couple of weeks ago, we were helping out. Again, it was an honor being there with those guys, man. The stories, oh my God, I don't know, Trent. I love to the old timers, listening to their story. I could be there for days listening to them, helping them out. So it was very special for us there. And a lot of people heard about Operation 11 Charlie too as well. So a lot of good things came from that collaboration that we did. So we're looking forward to that as well. Um, Also, we are going to be, and we have an event that we're gonna have some of our guys here, and excuse me, we're gonna be in Utah. We're gonna be in Utah in a couple of weeks, guys. So some of our guys are gonna be an event out there, and in Utah. I'm trying to see here real quick that I can find the event info for this real quick, guys. Give me a second. So we're gonna be there. It's battle. Your battle on the beach too. So we're gonna be there. That is in Utah. It's November 12th. That's Veterans Day weekend out there. So I know Veterans Day is on Friday the 11th. So Saturday, November 12th, we're gonna be there in Utah. We can, man, it's gonna be awesome. Let me see if I could search for it real quick so I could show it to you guys. Right here. Yes, I have it. I want to share it with you guys real quick. So this is where we are going to be in right here in a couple of weeks. We have some of our guys are going to be there, guys. So huge shout out to Cody and all the guys out there that are doing this event for Operation 11 Charlie. If you guys don't know this location, you guys know Logan from Desert Wheeler. Uh, he that is the location that he goes to crawl. So we're gonna be there in that location, guys. So we are looking forward to this event, San Halo State Park. That's where we're gonna be at, guys. On Saturday, November 12th, we're gonna have a few of our veterans, a few of our reps there from the California area. Some of our guys are going to be there. Bennett Scott from Wyoming is going to be there as well. We're going to have a couple of our guys there, so we are looking forward for this event there. So anybody is out there in the Utah area, it's going to be in St. George, San Halo State Park. So feel free to go out there, and we're gonna have fun. Looking forward. Never been in Utah before. So it's gonna be fun. Yes. So feel free, guys. I know Juan Lagos, RC Russell, and the wife also gonna be there. Jared, some of our guys there is gonna be awesome. Yes, that's definitely. Good evening, Jeffrey. Good to see you here, guys. Let me see if anybody came in. Jeffrey, welcome in. Adam, if I miss anybody, thank you for being here with us, guys. And I think that is the last event for the year that we are going to participate this year, guys. It's been a long year for us. We are very grateful. But yeah, we gotta take some time. It may be a few events here and there that some of our local guys to those events are gonna be at, but mainly us, going far. No, yeah, that's the last event that we'll be participating this year. So unless probably I forgot another event, I always forget something. Um, so I think that's it, guys. Let me see what else that I need to before we go to Trent, so we can talk about David. When is that other event that event that Sean was mentioning, the one in PA? Is that this year, right?
No, that's January 13th and 14th.
Oh, that's next year. Oh, thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Next year. Got you. Hey, RC Patina, Eric, how you doing? Welcome in. What are you working on, Dave? You muted, brother. Oh, song. You got song.
Yeah, trio axles.
Oh,
Working
nice.
on a new class 1 build.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Getting that weight ready. Awesome, bro. That's awesome. Where you gonna put that at? What chassis?
It's on a corrupt carbons. It's a corrupt carbons aluminum frame.
Okay,
Trying to
nice.
remember the technical name for it. I'm having.
Awesome.
It's always. Oh, it'll hit me in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Which one it is?
That's awesome. So let me see.
I think a razor, I think.
Okay. Got you, man. That's awesome, bro. So let me see here. Jesse saying, I'm hoping to take the boys to that one. Looking forward to that. Again, Eric RC Patina, welcome in, brother. Really appreciate you guys. So I guess that's it, guys. Let's start talking with Trent. There's a lot of that. Yeah, we want to find out about this nonprofit for veterans, guys. Feel free, guys, to stay here with us. It's a lot of good information that we are going to hear real quick here in a minute with Trent. Either you're a veteran or not, if you're not a veteran, this can benefit a veteran, a family member, or a friend, right? It's a lot of good stuff out there for our guys that could help them out. Also, before we go to Trent, if you guys don't know what we do, Operation 11 Charlie, we are a 501c3 nonprofit. Help our guys, veterans. We like to bring awareness to veteran suicide. And so we help our veterans get into the hobby, taking up to the trails and RC events like that. So again, let's go with Trent, man. Trent, man, I'm looking forward to the good information, man. I love hearing about the older nonprofit, man. So go ahead, brother.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate you having me on this platform and to spread the word about what we do. And I think that both of our organizations share a lot of the same interests in that we're trying to save lives,
Exactly.
And we just do it a little differently than you guys. But so Combat Marine Outdoors started about 15 years ago with a master gunnery sergeant and a colonel. They were both serving on active duty still, and they started taking warriors out on hunts all around the ranches of Texas. And it grew and grew and grew, and eventually they had to make it legit with 501c3 operation.
Mm-hmm.
So then they became a 501c3 back in, what year was it? 2005, I believe. No, 2010. I'm sorry, 2010.
Yeah.
And, so then they made it official. They got a board. So we have a board of directors now, and I'm part of the staff, and I'm blessed to be a part of the staff. There's only 3 paid staff members. It's me, the co-founder Art Garcia, and my partner Rudy Perez. And so that's how we keep our costs low. One of our bragging points is we like to say that every dollar that's donated, 96% of that dollar goes directly to the Warriors.
Yes.
And a lot of organizations can't really say that.
Yep.
Because they have a lot of staff that they have to pay, or board members that they pay, or
Yes.
what have you. And I'm not trying to badmouth any other organization. I'm just saying that's what we're proud of, to say that we can keep our costs low. Yeah, there's our website there. So yeah, we take. So let me start. So we take combat veterans, and it says the name of it's Combat Marine Outdoors, but that's how it started. It started out with Combat Marines, right? A gunnery sergeant, master gunnery sergeant, and a colonel. Well, eventually it grew so big that we had to start servicing other services because we were reaching veterans and more veterans, and the word started spreading. And yeah, we're all over the world. That's some African pictures there. It's incredible what we do. And a lot like the RC community, once you go out on a hunt, or we do fishing as well, we do a lot of other stuff too, but once you're around these other like-minded folks that you can share your stories with and bond and cuss and do whatever that veterans do,
Mm-hmm.
you tend to kind of open up, and you feel better, and you start to forget about all those
Yes.
other things that are going on in your life, and it gives you something to look forward to. I've heard warriors tell me, hey, if it wasn't for this, I had an exit plan,
Yes.
and when you hear stuff like that, you're like, oh man, that's hard to swallow. But at the same time, we're glad that we got him on board, brought him out, got him outside, outdoors. Whether you like to hunt or not, is being around your fellow veterans. And like you guys have experienced with Operation 11 Charlie, once you get around those guys, you loosen up, you start forgetting about all that other dumb stuff that you're dealing with, and it's a great day. Like when I was out with Operation 11 Charlie, I told Javier, I said my cheeks hurt from all day.
I remember that.
I was having so much fun playing with toys, outside. It was like the best weekend. My wife and I had an absolute blast, and we plan to come back in February. But back to Combat Marine Outdoors. So we service all veterans from all services. We don't discriminate. We try to focus on those veterans that have seen combat, that served overseas in Afghanistan. But like Javier was mentioning earlier, we service all eras.
Yes.
We take World War II guys out. We take Vietnam guys, Korea War, Afghanistan, Iraqi freedom. You name it. We've reached those guys, and we really try to focus on those that are maybe struggling to adapt back into society, or dealing with some sort of PTSD or some sort of struggle. And that's what we try to focus on, but we're not limited to that. A lot of guys, you'll talk to some warriors, and some warriors will say, oh, I'm good, I'm in good shape. And that's okay. But you come out with us, even though you're in good shape, maybe you can reach out, maybe you can reach somebody else that's not in a good place.
Exactly.
And help them out. So whether or not you think you need the help of Combat Marine Outdoors, you can come out with us and maybe help other people. And that's what it's all about. And it's about saving lives at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so we're on track this year to take about over 600 warriors out into the woods.
Wow.
This year, yeah. And it doubles. Last year we took 348. So this year we're on track to take over 600. And believe it or not, just because the civilians, they don't see combat on TV, or conflict on TV anymore as much as we used to with, Desert Storm and all those other conflicts. That doesn't mean the battle's over.
Yes.
You have veterans all over the world that are struggling still. And,
Yes.
That's who we're trying to reach, and that's what we're all about. And I told Javier, I was like, you want to come hunting? He's like, well, I don't know, I don't really hunt or whatever, but that's okay. We have fishing trips, we have hunting, we do some golf tournaments to raise money. So we get some, sometimes we'll get some Astros tickets.
Oh, come on, man. It hurt right here. It hurt right here.
We'll get some baseball tickets donated to us, and we take some warriors out there. We do some clay shoots. We just try to get them out in the outdoors and
Yeah.
take the mind off of making some bad decisions, or or help your fellow veterans out with your brotherhood and fellowship. So that's what we do. We're lucky enough to have a lot of generous landowners around Texas, and they have some really, really nice ranches. Just to name drop a couple, there's one that we do a lot of business with. It's called the YO Ranch. So there's a lot of exotic animals out there. If you wanted to hunt zebra, axis, whitetail, buffalo, bears, birds, you name it. I mean, we do it all. And we've got a lot of generous, over the years, we've developed and forged relationships with a lot of these ranch owners. And we maintain some good relationships with them. And they allow us to come out, and they give us their time, their homes, their
Yes.
lodging, their food and fellowship. And it's amazing what we see out there gathered around the campfire at night. And the veterans and warriors just kind of open up. And
Yeah.
It's therapy, just like
Yes.
in the RC community. It's very much alike. You get around those people, and you just tend to relax and forget and talk about it. And it's no matter how you look at it, whether it's a remote control car or hunting and fishing, it's just about taking your mind off of those scary things and being around those folks that want to help you.
And I like that. And I like that, Trent. And you mentioned some of our guys to say, I'm okay. I don't, but being around all the veterans that, that's what I like when our guys goes, because I may not see it, but some other guys see. We there's some red flags in some of our guys, right? They want to open up with talking to they feel comfortable with some of those veterans and just coming out there and just talk, and just being amongst each other. We don't have to talk about a certain situation or stuff that we went through, but just being among each other, we already know. Just looking at us, I understand. I tell them, we understand it, and I love that. And helping out our guys here. I love that. I love that, Trent. And I see there. You guys are based out of Houston, right? The headquarters, Trent.
Yeah. So our corporate office, which is basically our CPA office, we use that as kind of our physical address, and it's in Houston. However, I work from home. Again, that's how we keep our costs down. And my partner Rudy, he's in San Antonio, and he was a Marine Corps recruiter for many, many years around Texas. So he's got a big network of folks and can, network through the hospitals and the VA and find those warriors that are
Yes.
in need. And so we can kind of cut through the red tape a little bit and dance around the HIPAA laws and whatnot.
Yeah.
But we have ways to find warriors that are in need. However,
Yeah.
most of the warriors nowadays, they're not in the hospital anymore, and they're out in the civilian world, still trying to adjust.
Yes.
Basically, right now, it's a lot of word of mouth and a website and stuff like that. So when we take warriors out on hunting or whatever we do with them, we challenge them to find other guys that can benefit, just like you guys do.
Yeah.
Spread the word. Tell some of the guys that can benefit from being outdoors, whether it's rock crawling into your RC or you're hunting with some veterans and some really generous folks, or fishing out in the bay with some Vietnam anglers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have a group of anglers out of Seadrift, Texas. They were all Vietnam guys, and they donate their boats, their gasoline, their bait, their everything. And I forgot to mention, nothing comes out of the Warriors' pocket on any of this stuff.
Okay.
So when I said 96% of your money goes directly to the Warriors, that covers airfare, taxidermy, meat processing, lodging, food, transportation, everything. Nothing comes out of your pocket. You may have to check a bag at the airport, right?
Okay.
You bring more
Okay.
than one, right? But
And
that's about it.
that was going to be my question. It doesn't have to be for local veterans from Houston, from the Texas area. It could be any veteran in the States, right? Reach out to, go out to the website. Is there like a form that I need to fill out, right? What's the process to get, go one of the huntings or fishing trips for you guys, with you
Great
guys?
question. Great question. So you can go on the website just as you showed, and there's a contact. There's a contact form you can fill out, or there's a we call it the duty phone, right? So it's a cell phone that Rudy and I are carrying it at any time in 24. Duty phone, you've all heard of that, right? So it can go off, and it may be a guy calling and he's trying to, might be making a bad decision or just needs to talk to somebody, but we're always on call, right? So there's the number on the website, and there's also our email addresses, Rudy and myself's email. And basically what we do is we ask for a short little bio of your career, and a picture in theater or in uniform, and DD-214, and you can redact any of the information that you don't want us to know.
Gotcha.
Social security number and whatnot, but we like to see the awards and stuff like that. So we can,
Okay.
because what we do is we build a flyer with your picture, your information, and maybe you got a Purple Heart or a Valor Award of some sort. We want our landowners that we take you out to know this, so they can, they know who they're hosting, and that's all it is for. But yeah, it's kind of a vetting process that we do. The DD-214, a short bio and a picture. And,
Okay.
send us that information, and Rudy, my partner, will reach out to you and find a good fit, because we have a full schedule. You look in our events page on the website, it's stacked, and we're closing out Q4 pretty quick, but January and February is still whitetail season down here, so there'll be more calendar events coming up.
Oh, I see. That's what I want to show you guys real quick. I see here the calendar. So this is what you're talking about, right, Trent?
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
You can see, like, in the month of November is nuts. We'll have like 4 or 5 events going on at one time.
Let me see here,
For the
November.
next month, it's just
yeah.
stacked. And you can see where it says like 3 more, like the weekend after Veterans Weekend.
Yes.
So there's 3 more below that one. If you click on that, 3 more.
Wow.
So, we're busy. We got a team of about 10 veterans that are quote unquote trained to be guides. They go through a process with us. Of course, we sign like a bunch of different forms that because we have a big insurance policy, right, with firearms and everything like that. So we have about 10 volunteer veterans that go out, and so we can attend all of these places at one time and guide our warriors and sits with them, and I don't want to say babysit, but basically we call them escorts. So they're basically escorting them from the airport to the ranch, and the hosts or the ranch landowners, they typically have their own guides on their property. So we're just there for liability and to make sure they get up in the morning, they're fed and everything.
The support. Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, can't say enough good things about it. I can go on for days. But yeah, Combat Marine Outdoors. And
did we lose Trent? Or this just me?
and like I said, don't let the name fool you. I'm here.
Oh, you back. You got, we lost you for a second right there, Trent.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it says my internet connection is unstable.
Gotcha. That's that game. That's the game yesterday. You guys took over. I know you mentioned, Trent, that you guys even went to Africa in one of those pictures, right?
Yes. So the cost this last trip for Africa was pretty expensive. So
Yes.
sure if we're going to do that one again next year or not. We're not sure if we're going to do it again. So that's about as far as we'll go. We go to Maine, we go to Colorado, we go to California, Missouri, Tennessee, Alabama, Louisiana, all over. I mean,
Awesome.
we alligator hunt, we deer hunt, we elk hunt in Colorado. I mean, you name it. But yeah, if you like the outdoors and you enjoy hunting or fishing, let me know. Give us a shout, and we'd be glad to get you out in the woods and be around some really cool people.
And definitely, Trent, and for the people that in the chat here on the panel, any question that you have for Trent, feel free, guys. Any question that you hear in the chat, feel free to ask those questions. I know I have a bunch of guys that are gonna benefit from this, Trent. I think I'm gonna send it your way. I don't know why I haven't done that, but yeah, definitely. There's a few of our guys that go hunting with different other nonprofits out there. I think they could benefit from this as well. So I'm looking forward for that, man. That is awesome, man. Um,
And
let me see.
I'll emphasize one more time, like we talked about, you know, if a lot of warriors are they're tough guys and they don't want to admit that
Yeah,
they're in good shape. We're all on fine. Just help the other guys.
yeah,
I'm just telling you, you can help other people
yes,
with us. Even though you're in good shape, we want to take you out. We want to show you we appreciate your service
yes.
and get you outside with some veterans and maybe help them. And that's how we can continue to save lives, is just saving each other. So
We we have one of our veterans here in the chat. Did you say alligators?
yeah, we do an alligator hunt in Venice, Louisiana every year.
Nice.
And we sometimes there'll be a local guy that'll make boots out of the hides for the veterans. So there's a lot of benefits of going on out.
Nice. That is so cool. That is so cool, man. That is so, I love it. You have to stay connected. Welcome in, Jake, brother. Welcome in. Good to see you, brother. Let me see here. Any older stuff that I see here on the, so I see here on the, that people want to support this as well. Let me show this, because that's how nonprofit stay at, stay alive. We could say that, that's how they function. So also here, there's ways to donate to this nonprofit one time, monthly, quarterly, annually. So there's a lot of stuff that you could put here, guys, that will help this nonprofit keep functioning and help our guys out. Anything else that you want to show here from this website? I know you mentioned here, let me see here. This is the board of the directors right here. Right, Trent?
That's our attorney that we have on our board. Yep. He's a JAG officer. Paul Wood, he's a business owner. He's retired now. Craig Kiefer is another generous board member. Danny Lee, great guy. All businessmen. These are money driven guys. There's Master Gunnery Sergeant Arturo Garcia, 25 years in the Marine Corps. There's Colonel Al Orr, did 30-year Marine Corps.
Awesome.
And Randy Reimer, that's our CPA.
That is awesome.
None of those guys are paid. They're all volunteers.
Well, all volunteers.
Yep.
That is
Our
just
board
awesome.
members are all volunteers. They do not get paid. So, like I said, 96% of all the money raised goes directly to the warriors. You can see those smiling faces right there.
I love it. I love it here. I was talking to Ovi. He looks one of our guys that was with us out there in our last unit. Hey, Kevin Gibbs says here, Trent, say absolutely love hunting and fishing. I have my little 10 acres place on the board of the VFW. I can promise you'll get anything, but you'll eat good here. So, and you guys get connected with people that have land, right? That was you mentioned earlier, that people have land that they could go hunting and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we have I'm going to say about 50 ranches throughout Texas. And so like if you look on our events page, that's the calendar, and that's pretty much all of our ranches that we go to.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a store, we got all kinds.
Oh, so sweet. I'm gonna have to get me a shirt. Nice.
Yeah.
So let me
And you
show
guys
you.
can do this too, Javier. You guys can do this too. This is a free site, this Redbubble.
Mhm.
Okay, so all you got to do is go on here and put your logo on there, and it puts it on there for you.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yes.
And that it's free. And they take a cut of whatever you sell, obviously, and you can manage those margins.
Yeah, I think we had the what's was it? I forgot the other company. I'm gonna look into this here, but yes, that's a good idea right there, brother.
Yeah, so La Contessa Ranch, those are all ranches. Like when you see like Swicka Golf, that's a golf tournament to raise money.
Okay.
The JL Bar, I mean, these are all the sea drift fishing. You know, like I said, we try to do that a couple times a month. Those, yeah, it's busy. We are moving all the time.
Even in December, I saw in December right before the 24th, that week before, but those first 2 weeks, you guys actually 3 weeks, you guys are very active still.
Oh, yeah. And because, you know, down here, it's still warm, you know, it's miserable to be outside in December down here, you know. February is a different story, but yeah, we're busy right up through February.
Let me see here. I know I post in the chat, guys, any information that you want and need from Trent. I put the website in the chat, guys. I know I'm gonna be sending some of our guys your way, Trent. I like this stuff. And even when we do the outings or where we go help out or other nonprofit, whatever situation the Operation 11 Charlie Warriors are in, you know, just being amongst each other, like you mentioned, just that road trip to get into that place, that building that connection, talking to each other, you know, decompressing, all that helps, man. And that's why I like nonprofit like this that help out our veterans and outdoors, man. Just most of us, you know, like when I'm not doing Operation 11 Charlie stuff or in the VA, I don't go out. So that's the only times I go out. So when I'm out with the guys, if not, I'm here at the house. So anything that help us get out to those four walls, like I call this my bunker here. So it's good. It's good, man. That's when you on those four walls. That's when stuff, you know, your head's, you know, start spinning, all this thoughts, all whatever. And so I love the being out in the outdoors, like a nonprofit like this one. It just immensely. I know Frank is in the chat. I know he was in Arizona, Frank. Oh, where were you? Last month, I believe, or beginning of this month, Frank. You were with another nonprofit that you guys went out to the mountains or something like that. I don't know. He went hunting or what, but stuff like that. That's what I love. On this one. Let me see here. Any questions that you may have asked here, people in the chat, feel free, guys. Feel free to put them in. Any more question that we have for Trent, just feel free on it to put it here on the chat. That could benefit some of our guys.
And it doesn't matter where you're from. We'll fly you. We have a lot of warriors out in the Carolina area, you know, Fort Bragg, Camp Lejeune, that have stayed there after they got out, right? So they're all warriors, but you know, they just kind of stayed around the area. So I mean, we fly. I personally, I book all the tickets. That's one of my jobs. I'm flying them. I'm maintaining contact with them, send them their plane ticket. Hey, good to go. Blah blah blah. Here's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
We have a very meticulous process. You know, you're never going to feel lost. You know, we're always going to just be in constant communication with you guys.
Okay.
get you to point A to point B, and like I said, no money out of your pocket at all. I mean, it's really about saving lives.
Definitely, that's all that matters right there, man. I love that. Let me see. And when a veteran goes to the website, right, and they want to apply for, where do they go on the website? I'm trying to help out a veteran, right? So
Yeah,
anybody,
I think there's I'm not, we just got this brand new website. It's just brand new, but I believe there's a contact us tab. I think.
let me see.
Of some sort.
Let
Or
me see contact. Yes, I see it. Okay, I see it. Let me show this. So
Okay.
some of the guys here, one of our guys that need help, so this is the website here real quick. Let me put this down. I cannot see. But where was it? My goodness, I lost it. About contact right here. So that's when we do the contact, just fill out the information, right? All that. So comment and do that. And then after they get put the information here, that's when you guys contact them, any paperwork or anything that you need from them, like you mentioned, DD-214, a picture of the veteran in combat or in the military.
right. So they fill this out, and that email goes directly to me,
Okay.
and I forward it to my partner Rudy Perez. Rudy Perez reaches out to that veteran and says, "Hey, I see you made contact with us. Tell me a little bit about yourself. And hey, if you don't mind, please send me your DD-214 and a short little bio." And we go from there. And then we just sort of go through the schedule and find, a good fit. And, because a lot of these guys, they work, they got full-time jobs.
Yes, yes.
And so trying to find a good fit, and we go from there. And if we can't find something that's, on the calendar right now, then we have Rudy keeps a little system where he's got a little database to help
Okay.
back out. Remember we talked last time and you wanted to do this. Well, hey, it's coming up in 2023 when we put you down. You know what I'm saying? So it's tailored to them, whatever works for them. So yeah.
I see here some of the people that friends of Combat Marine Outdoors. See here.
Yeah, that Fleet there, that's a camouflage manufacturer out of Atlanta. They're American made stuff. Park City Quails, they're the donor. They donate to us sometimes.
Ranch.
Order, yep.
Oh, this I've seen this on the event.
Yeah, so we go to Mexico too. Yep. And they put on some really good food down there too.
Oh yeah.
Communications, they do all of our email server stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Raw Energy sponsors.
Yeah.
United States Navy here as well. So
Yeah, we're very transparent. I mean,
So
you know,
saying you went to Mexico, where do you stand for passports? Does a veteran already have to have a passport in place, or do you help veteran get a passport if you're going to go to Mexico?
That's a great question, and I can find that out. I don't think that you need one, honestly. Because where they're at in Mexico, I don't really. The Texas border is kind of a really gray area. You know what I mean? I don't think a passport is necessary. That question has never come up. I don't believe that it's an issue. But I can definitely find that out.
okay.
I want to say 99% you don't need one. Does that make sense?
Perfect.
That is perfect right there.
Because of the location. I mean, we're talking like in the woods,
Okay.
the grid, you know.
Okay, that's perfect, man, right there. See here, so Kevin Gibbs, he's gonna spread the word for you, Trent. And he has a lot of large landowners and farms that I know that would love to help out. So definitely.
That's
really
great because
appreciate it.
we're always looking to grow, just like you guys. I mean,
Yeah.
wherever we can benefit and save lives, and maybe, it's closer to other veterans. Maybe if it's in Alabama or wherever,
Okay.
local guys there, or,
I love that. See, also the one that other nonprofit that the guys were saying is hiking and healing. So that's the one that our veteran was being part of. Strong Point in the can't read inner.org form, all that stuff. That's good to know.
I think I remember meeting the guy in Florida, the hiking and healing guy.
You did? Okay.
I think I remember talking to him because that sounds very familiar to me.
Very familiar, right?
Had a discussion or something about that.
Yeah. I know some of our guys, we have a lot of veterans that are very active in different nonprofits. Like we collaborate with Wounded Warriors and all the nonprofit now, Toys for Tot, eventually that we keep Mission 22, all that stuff that, we like to, refer our guys to those nonprofit, anything that will help them out. We're down for it. We're down for that. Let me see here. That was a very good question, Bennett, on that. Have you guys been to Alaska for hunting and fishing? I know that there's a few of our guys that go out there to hunt and fish, bro.
Yeah, the furthest north, like I said, we haven't crossed over to Alaska.
Maine, you said Maine.
We do go to Bangor, Maine for a bear hunt. And we go to Meeker, Colorado for an elk hunt and archery hunt. That's where and that's at the very end of September. We do that one because that's there. And again, we provide the licenses. We pay for the licenses. We pay for the tags. We pay for the fishing licenses. We pay for the fishing tags. Like I said, nothing comes out of your pocket. It's benefiting you guys, and so don't feel any constraints with money.
So any like that's good to know. That's good to know. Especially some of our guys that need it. And I know in some of our, if not most, every state is different. But just finding out the right information. I remember in Texas when I was in Texas. There's a lot of good stuff for veterans out there, and I know here in Florida as well, because I know the hunting and fishing license is free for us. So you just got to turn in the proper documents, and you will get that. But when they don't need that when they go with you guys, right? Because you guys cover the whole thing, right? They don't need that, none of that license, individual license for that, right?
Well, what we do is, if they need one, like if they're coming from out of state or whatever, we fly them in. We try to fly them in the afternoon around between like noon and 4 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So that we have time to go take them to Academy or whatever store that's close, get that stuff taken care of.
Yes.
We fly in like the day before. We get all that stuff taken care of, take them out to eat that night, get their bellies full. We stay usually in a hotel around the airport, and then they launch out from there the next day to go to the ranch. And then they're greeted, and then they do all their hunting and stuff. And then we bring them back to the airport.
Good stuff. And so another veteran asks Rob Gunning a question. Do you let veterans borrow the equipment, right? Bowls, fishing poles, everything, rifle, etc., or they need their own?
So another good question. So you're more than welcome to bring your own equipment. However, we're going to inspect it. We're going to go through it, and but we do have rifles, ammunition, bait, ammo, fishing rods, whatever. I mean, you don't have to show up with anything. We've had guys that have never hunted a day in their life before, and we take them through. Like I said, all of our guys that are volunteers with us, they have a checks and balances, right? We go through we go to the range. We'll go to the ranch. First thing we do is we go through the range. We go through nomenclature. We go through safety. We go through in the rifles or guns or whatever that we're using. And there's a regimented system that we do to make sure that those warriors, number one, feel safe.
Yeah.
And two, that are operating safe.
Yes.
Safety
first.
Absolutely. So
no brass, no ammo drill sign. No brass, no ammo.
Yeah.
Question for you. I have a question for you. I have a friend that is he has a cart, like a amphibious wheelchair with tracks on it. He had gotten from another nonprofit for veterans that have lost their legs or cannot be very mobile for hunting. Do you supply a cart for them or something to get them into the hunting place, or should they bring their own?
Another good question. Yes, so we do have two serviced track chairs. And in matter of fact, we have three, but we're donating one to Operation 11 Charlie.
Yes, we're just waiting for the, if you
Well,
guys
wait.
have any people that will do the traveling, we need the help trying to bring that to Florida.
So to answer your question, yes, we do have track chairs. And that's also going to depend on the actual ranch that we're going to, if they
Yeah.
have handicap accessibility. And we cover all that. When we talk to the veteran, we'll ask them, wheelchair. And a lot of ranch owners will say, and they'll be up front and they'll be like, hey, we can't handle disabled vets because we
Yeah.
don't have this, and this. Okay, great. We'll go, and then we'll take them somewhere else.
Okay,
So yeah, we're not discriminating against that at all. We have the ability to service those members.
got you. Mike, yeah, that's
And we'll
also
go
good.
over that too, like when I get ready to fly them somewhere,
Mhm.
we'll get all that information. Hey, I'm in a wheelchair. I need to be able to check my chair in. What kind of chair is it? It's electric chair, full, whatever.
They
We
have,
got
they
the
have-
means to work around that.
if they have canes or any accommodation they need, service dog. If most of us we have service dog, so that is part of us. So you guys will accommodate that as well, right?
Yes, yes. And I love service dogs. I love it when they have service dogs because I'm a
Yeah.
dog vet, so even better.
That's perfect. AKJ, welcome in, brother. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. I like that, man. I love that. And that is what all these nonprofits do, right? Trying to make our veterans feel comfortable, accommodate around them, what are their needs, all that stuff. Kind of what we do here in Operation 11 Charlie. We make our guys feel comfortable. We think about everything that we do here, and I know the same way Trent they do in that combat marine outdoors is always thinking our guys first, and that's I love that. I love that, man. My goodness. But let me see. Going here to I've been posting the website in the chat, guys. So any of you guys, you can save that website there, and you guys know any other veterans here, family member, friend, or you guys know and veterans that can benefit from it, or like Kevin says, it's people out there that got acres of land that they could go hunting, all that. So that will be perfect for them as well. Um, let me see here. Then I see what else. I see testimonials, all that stuff, guys. Just check on that website, man. It's just incredible, and you can read some of the stuff that the guys are experiencing in this nonprofit right here, guys. Uh, Combat Marine Outdoors, guys. It's for all branches. Let's see what's it. Oh, okay. So this is some of the testimonials here that we have here from some of the Coast Guard brothers here, Marine Corps guys, Navy guys, Army, all branches, guys. So I love all this stuff right here, guys. Yep. It's great to see all combining your resources to help the veterans, definitely. And that is right. That is the main goal right here. The more information that we can bring to our guys is the better for us, right? There's a lot of nonprofits out there. There's a lot of stuff that's out there to help our veterans. I know that's the same way that Trent and his guys think. Anything is out there that can benefit our guys. That's that information that we pass it along because we're like that. There's some of our guys that don't know what's out there for them. And I know I mentioned this before, and you mentioned it, when you were giving your intro, Trent, especially when we get out of the military, there's a gap between the military life and the civilian life, right? And some of us, okay, I think we got this, we got this, we got this, but it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of great areas out there. It's a lot of misinformation. It's a lot of information that was not given to us, that knowing this nonprofit or knowing all the veterans that have gone through the process of getting out of the military and getting the help required for them or needed, that they needed. So that's passing along that information. It helps a lot, man. And it helps prevent our guys for, it help prevent suicide. That's our main goal right here, keeping our lives, our guys alive. It prevents them from going to jail, homelessness, whatever's out there that they could go into. Some of our guys, we don't have that support around us. Some of family, I don't want to say the family don't support them. It just is not informed. They don't understand what they're going through. It's not the same person. Like, and I'm talking about my experience, right? I'm blessed that my wife at the time when I was, came back or whatever, and she was getting her information, what's going on with my husband. It was very difficult time for her, very, very difficult time. And I know I mentioned it a few times I hear on the show, but one of these nights that I woke up, whatever, I just, it was hell at the house, and she drove. My wife, she drives here locally. That's it, because she gets lost, right? She drove from Texas, Trent, Fort Benning to here in Florida, so 18 hours. Okay, that's how that situation with me. And she said, "Wow," she got scared or whatever. But understanding those warriors, getting that information out there, going with them to the appointment, all that stuff, helps a lot. And then finding about nonprofit like the Combat Marine Outdoors, even us here in Operation Lemon Charlie try to help them. Just you may talk with other veterans and going through the same situation, or the wives. I know you seen there at USD, you saw that all the wives together talking all that stuff. Then my wife sometimes start asking, oh my God, this and that. Oh yeah, my husband is the same way. So, they start laughing, but it helps them as well, So getting all that information out there, it just incredible. What the hell is here? Thank you. You guys got that. Thank you. Kevin Gibbs, let me add you there. You're always here, brother. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate it. Always gonna be that person. Anyway, so yes, just being out there for those guys out there, it helps. It helps out there, regardless of what we what's out there for them. I love it. What else you want to mention, Trent, about the where do you guys see this, where you guys want to take Combat Marine Outdoors? Where you guys see there, I don't know, 5-10 years from now? You guys, something projected you guys want to get to?
Well, what we're struggling with right now is, like I mentioned earlier, the relevance of what we do, because a lot of people are skeptical of nonprofits that service veterans because they're not seeing conflict on TV, right? They're not seeing any battles going on. There's no Saddam Hussein, there's no Bin Laden, there's none of that going on, right? So the regular Joe Schmo civilians don't see that, so they're like, why? They don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're struggling at right now, is to maintain our relevance of what we're, and we all know and understand, right?
Yeah.
But relaying that message, why should we? Well, because there's still warriors out there struggling and making that.
Yes.
And so that's where we're struggling right now with. But to answer your question, I kind of went on a rabbit hole, but we're trying to build not a rebrand, but we're trying to make ourselves relevant.
Yeah.
So that the world still appreciates what we do and what we're trying to do. And so we're trying to set a goal of taking 1,000 guys out. We're trying to double what we're doing this year. We've already doubled what we did last year.
Mm-hmm.
We're projected to go over 600 this year.
Yes.
Next year, goal wise, we're trying to raise over $1 million and we're trying to take 1,000 guys out. Because I'll tell you, on average, it costs about $2,000 per warrior,
Per warrior. Wow.
from airfare to meat
Mm-hmm.
to everything. That's an average.
Yes.
So if you do the math, you take 600 guys, that's like $700,000, $800,000.
Yes.
So we're trying to, like I said, we're trying to maintain that balance of fundraising
Mm-hmm.
and increasing our number of warriors that we can
Yes.
save. So like I said, our goal is to raise over $1 million next year and take over 1,000 guys out, or girls.
Yes. I love
First
that. I
members.
love and I love that. I want to add more into it, Trent. And like you said, we may not be in any conflict right now, but there's operations going on that people don't see, and it's always we're everywhere, right? And there's a lot of stuff that guys still getting deployed or going through. So there's a lot of people that don't understand that. Also, the struggle keeps going. Keeps going, especially when we come back. This is something that has to be constantly. So having this nonprofit helping our guys, it could be Iraq, Afghanistan, whatever that happened years ago, we'll still need that continuous support. Is forever. So having nonprofit that functioning like Combat Marine Outdoors or any nonprofits out there, it is a constant battle that we need to keep going and having those guys, because if we don't have this type of nonprofit, then that number 22 is going to double, triple, or more. So that's why we got to keep this going, and I love that. So good question, Kev. I see here. Let me see there. So Kev asking, let me get for the first question, Kev. I know you mentioned all brochures. Can he request brochures or cards or something to put out there in the local VFW, any American League, or any stuff like this? Anything that they can request from you guys?
I would be glad to. All I would need is just your mailing address, and I've got some on Ready 5 right here.
There you go.
Sent out some today to another person that just asked me that same question.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm going to go to a gun show. I'm going to be sitting at a table all day. Can I get some brochures? I'm like, yes, I'll send them to you. Give me your mailing address.
Send me some of those, Trent. Send me everywhere that we go. That's what we got to we put info for the Wounded Warrior. So we need to have some other from Combat Marine Outdoors. And we can pass it along. Kevin, just let me know. I could forward you Trent's email. Reach out to me, brother, and I forward that email for you, or you could go to that website we see out there. Let me see here. Let me see another question here. That's a conversation I had, at least. Yeah, okay. So let me see here. What to do for fundraising, Trent? I know you mentioned the golf tournament and golf tournaments. I know we were part of a golf tournament a couple of weeks ago with Toys for Tots. I know that's something that you guys do, and I know that helps a lot. What other fundraising you guys do?
So we do have, we're lucky enough to be in the Houston area. So we do have a lot of oil companies here, and the oil companies, they like to put on clay shoots.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've got a couple sponsors that put on a clay shoot a couple times a year, and we're the beneficiary of those clay shoots from the oil companies. We do like 4 or 5 golf tournaments with it's called SWICA, which is the Southwest Insulation Corporation, something or another. It's a bunch of teams that get together and play golf. We're the beneficiary for them. What else? Mainly just golf tournaments and clay shoots for fun.
Okay.
But next year we're planning on doing an event in San Antonio. We're calling it a Veterans Appreciation Dinner. which
Okay.
it's another word for gala, right? Or gala, or however you say it. But they don't like using that word gala. So we're using it as an appreciation dinner. We're going to hold an event in San Antonio at a really nice hotel. We're going to get the board members. We're going to get a lot of our donors invited down, and we're going to have a bunch of auction items that are donated and try to raise some money that way. And, of course, with a banquet, you sell the tables, right? Like a table of 10 will cost you $1,000. If you want a gold table, it'll cost you $5,000 or whatever. So we'll figure all that, but we're projecting that in May of next year. We're going to have a little banquet to raise money with some auction items. Usually it's, some custom rifles, maybe a golf cart that somebody donated or something like that. Some big ticket items that would bring in some money.
Yes.
But again, the purpose of that is bringing these high rollers together,
Yes.
getting them to compete with one another, see who's got the bigger wallet.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you'd be surprised when you get some rich guys in there or gals, they like to, they're very competitive. Those rich people are competitive, and they like to see who's got the bigger wallet. So that's always.
And that's a good idea. I know some of our board members here, some of our guys, they brought that to do that in the future for us, because they had done another nonprofit. And that's something that is very helpful. And I like something, Trent, that the guys mentioned here. I like that. So every induction that we do, we need to get a pamphlet from you guys, all the nonprofit, and put it there in there as part of the induction ceremony packet, right? So they will have all this information, right? Not just from Operation Lemon Charlie, all the nonprofit that could benefit too. I like that, brother. We need to work on that. So every induction that we get, we put a pamphlet, connection, everything that is out there for our guys to help them out, man. I like that.
And another idea for you guys too. We sell every year. We sell raffle tickets. And if you give me 1 second, I'll pull one up.
Yeah, go ahead, brother. Send a one to welcome in. I see we got Matt. How you doing, brother? Chickies RC, Josh, welcome in, my brother. West Desert Wheeler, Logan, welcome in, my brother. RC Remedy, One Lacos. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here with us. Go ahead, brother.
So we sell a raffle ticket, right, every year, and it's got 10 different hunts on it. And then you put your name and your number down here. But you can do something like that with an RC build or something like that, and you would be surprised. I mean, they're $20 a piece for a donation, a raffle ticket.
Yes.
But if you guys did a raffle and sold tickets for like, a Ram 1500 body painted from a veteran named Bennett, you know what I mean? Something like that. You know what I mean? You could make, because it's kind of a unicorn body, right? So just throwing out some ideas. But yeah, we do some raffle ticket sales and stuff like that too.
And we like, after that, preparing, getting ready for USDE. That's what we start doing. Start getting those funds and sponsoring veterans, all that stuff. Like you mentioned, it takes a lot to take those guys to events, and we like to help them out. Of course, he said 116 days and counting. So yes, that's what after the event that we're gonna be in Utah next couple of weeks. That's what we're gonna concentrate on, is for taking some of our warriors to USD, and just lodging, food, travel, all that stuff. And that's when we're gonna start, like we did last year, sponsoring veterans to make that happen for them. So yes. It's true, but yeah, I just flinched. Yeah, when he mentioned how many days we got for USD, it's a lot of stuff that we need to get planned for that. Thank you, Jake.
I can say it because I'm up here.
Hopefully we could get you and next year, the following year, here with us, brother. Definitely, I like that. What else, guys? Any question that we have for Trent, guys, here? Yeah, we got here Trent, a fellow veteran of Operation 11 Charlie, veteran here, member. Also, he works with Combat Marines Outdoors. Let me show again. Do we have anybody here that came new in the chat? This is what we're talking about. This is a nonprofit for veterans, Combat Marine Outdoors, right? Supporting soldiers, Marine, sailors, airmen, Coast Guard through once in a lifetime outdoor adventures. So they go out hunting, fishing, all that stuff out there, right, Trent?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And there's some videos on there, and some stories, some videos that would, tell our story even better than I can, just by watching the videos. And it's got a lot of good information on it. And like I said, when you're contacting someone, that contact is me. So anything you send is going to go to me, and I will make sure it gets into the right hands.
Awesome, awesome. Right here, guys. That's it's a lot of good info here, a lot of stuff here, guys, that we can, just with sharing. Sometimes, and we have mentioned this many times in our show, sharing information that that can benefit a veteran, or a family member or a friend or whoever that can help them, especially keep them alive. That is our main goal here, guys. Suicide prevention, depression, all that stuff that keeps going, right? And yes, Matt, we mentioned this earlier. We asked Trent on that accommodations for guys. Yes, guys that have wheelchairs, any special needs that that accommodation that they need, even with service dogs. Yeah, so G and X, brother, welcome in, brother. Anytime, man. I always like to reach out to my guys. Anytime. That's battle buddy check, guys. So I know once in a while I'll be texting all my guys. I know you're trying anybody, doesn't have to be a battle or not. I text Jake and even Trent, Bennett, all my guys, make sure they're okay. So that's another thing right there, guys, that can help prevent suicide and all that stuff. And when guys are going through a dark place, just reaching out, hey brother, I'm here for you. Just a text, hey, I'm here for you. Just knowing that it's somebody out there for you, or and it helps big time. It helps big time. Let me see here. I'll be getting a bunch of stuff here from others. I'm trying to see anything that I forgot here. We have about 30 more minutes, guys. Any more questions? Word of mouth, yes. I like that. Well said, man. Word of mouth is the strongest tool to spread the word. Definitely, definitely. I agree with you. Okay, so this is probably for you or AKG asks, what is the step you'll take to put an event for veterans? Who should you contact? I guess they are, just want information on how to do that, or is that questions for Trent or for me? If you want to answer that question, Trent, on this, what is the step? It's a lot of steps to do an event for a veteran for any nonprofit, right, Trent?
Right. No. Yeah. Amen. So no, to put on an event, excuse me, just start by reaching out first and say, hey, this is what I want to do. Let's make this happen. And then we can come together and formulate something. I mean, the power of everyone getting together, we can figure it out.
Yes, well said. And also I like that, Kevin. Well said, brother. And remember, you're not just helping the veterans, you're helping the family as well, right? Because and it's always, I use my experience. I don't like to put anybody else's experience, but what you see here, all that stuff here, you see Javier, but it's the battles that the family take every day or every night or whenever the veterans struggling. Those are the ones who are there on the line of fire, if we could say that, right? So those are the people that needs the praise. Don't know, or need a medal. It's gonna be for my wife, and it's, I wouldn't be here, or my friends, or all you guys out here. So it just, man, my bad. My mind went elsewhere on that. So Anytime, AKG, brother. Let me see here. Anything else, guys? I know there's a lot of people here in the chat. Thank you guys for helping out. So make sure, don't forget to give the like button for us. Share what this nonprofit does here in Combat Marine Outdoors. Oh, Sergeant Major's in that chat. Are these people?
Don't cut through the grass.
don't
Don't
step
take
in
no
Sergeant
shortcuts through the
Major's
grass. The shortcut.
Yeah, good to see you, Sergeant Major. Good to see you, brother. Definitely. Having this nonprofit at there to help our guys and bringing all this information can benefit. Trent, I know you guys that happened to us, right? There's some other stuff that some of our guys come in, whatever. Is it do you have people that will help them, like or guide them to, especially for the VA and the VA? So you guys have like people that help them out with that, or guide them to where they can get help, or anything out there for them? You guys do that as well, or you guys collaborate with other nonprofit like that?
We don't necessarily collaborate with a nonprofit, but we do have representatives from like the VFW, what's the other one? The Knights of Columbus. I mean, all those other organizations like the VFW. What's the other one I'm thinking of?
Yeah, it got American Legion, BFW.
There you go, American Legion. Yeah, so we do have representatives that on the inside that
Yes.
and refer them to. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? That can do that. So I wouldn't say collaboration, but we do have connection.
That's the same thing with us. That's the same, because we get a lot of questions and helping our guys to ask questions. Well, then we may have gone through whatever situation with the VA, how to apply, how to get their benefit, all that stuff. That's what we guide them to. That we give them our experience. The same experience that you'll get, it may not be the same one that the other veteran's gonna get. Everybody is different. But yes, just guiding them to the right or whatever, like VFW, American Legion. What's the DAV? DAV is the other one that's out there to help our guys. So definitely, well said there, brother. Sergeant Major said there's no grass here in Fort Carson. He's in Fort Carson right now. It's cold out there. JD's RC is asking here. Okay, I don't know if you guys know, but there's 2 areas here in New Mexico that have guaranteed elk hunts for vets. One has a handicap access. That is good to know there, JD's brother. It's always good to have that information. Let me see here. Jeffrey Woods, good evening. Okay, this everybody saying hi. RC Remedy, thank you for stopping by, brother. Thank you for stopping by. Let me see. I think I have a question. I even got questions. Somebody's texting me question. I might make sure this is for Trent and I can say it here live. So family oriented here. Shout out to let me see. 21. Okay, for Jeffrey Woods. Last one, simply showing love. Okay. So real quick. Okay, this is all we mentioned. One of us, our vice president of operation 11 Charlie. You shout out to some of the people here that sent. I want to say something, guys. I know probably you guys get a lot of emails too as well. So that is there a waiting list, Trent, that you guys have? I guess it also depends on the funds, all that stuff. So how long does it take for that process from when the veteran reach out to you guys by email, all that stuff, until they get out to whatever event they want to go?
Great question. Great question. So that's highly dependable on the veteran, right? So we try to tailor it as much as we can to them. So if they're looking to get onto something, let's just use present day right now, right? So I've already booked. We're in mid. What's So we're at the end of, I've already booked through the end of November.
On November, got you.
We stay about a 30-day window. So we're at the end of October. I've already booked all my flights through November.
Wow,
We stay at about a 30-day ahead of time.
ahead of time. Mhm.
If you're looking for something instant, probably not going to happen. But as far as a waiting list, yeah, we do have a queue, and it
Okay,
depends on, like I said, a lot of these warriors have full-time jobs, so
yes,
it's depending upon them to find the
Okay.
time off. Because if you look in the events calendar on the website, some of these things are during the week.
okay, yes,
They're not all on the weekends. And even on the weekends, they're long weekends. You know, you fly in on a Thursday and you fly out on Sunday. You know what I mean? So it's kind of balls in their court as far as availability. But like I said, Rudy does keep a database of all of our contacts. So like when you go on the website and you put in your contact, I get the email, it notifies me. I
Mhm.
put Rudy, and I said, here you go, Rudy. And then Rudy will reach out to that person and say,
Yeah.
hey, what do you got in mind? What are you looking at? What's your time frame? What can we do for you? So that's how it usually goes. So I couldn't really give you a lead time because there really isn't one, you know? It just depends on the availability of that person
that
and
person,
calendar. And
yes,
let's take, for example, if this person's has a disability or handicap, then we have to find a place that's accessible for them as well. So they're not all of the ranches that we go to or places can service a veteran that's in a wheelchair. So there's a lot of variables and parameters in there.
to
That,
each, yes, each person is different, especially like you said, if they're working, all that stuff, and what event they're depending on. Um, yes, yes. Um, let me see here. JNX is that, yes, we have a waiting list. Yes, we are. We have a waiting list. It's a little bit of processing on our end. But JNX, reach out to us. We always tell our guys, reach out to us every month. You guys are not gonna bother us. Make sure that you guys stay in contact with JNX. So I believe if you see here in Florida, you can reach out to me, brother, because I have a waiting list on my guys. But make sure to reach out to me if you're here local here in Florida. So mainly Florida, I'll take care of them myself. I have a lot of help from our reps here as well, but mainly here in Florida, I take care of them myself, guys. So reach out to me, JNX, if you're here in this location. All the states may vary, right? If we don't have a rep on that state, that makes it a little bit harder. But we are working towards having chapters in every state, guys. So you just got to be patient with us as we keep growing constantly, right? And we don't want to, when we grow all that stuff, make sure we have our how you say, our base, our strong, all that stuff. Before we keep growing, adding more chapters. So you just got to be patient with us, guys. But reach out to us always, always, always reach out to us. Let me see here. JD used to volunteer Wonder Warrior program. Take vets on four-wheeling trips. It has been a few years. The lady that organized passed away. She did it in remembrance of her son. There's a lot of people that they do that stuff also. Uh, uh, uh Definitely. Actually, the one that we going, this event that we going in Utah, right? On Sunday, the event is on Saturday, right? But on Sunday, all the veterans that stay in, they're gonna take our guys to a one-to-one out there and that that location there on that battle on it's in San Halo State Park. So it's a lot of good stuff that's gonna happen out there, guys, on that. So yeah, I like that, JD. Thank you for volunteering for that. It's a lot of guys, all the nonprofit. That's how we function. All of our guys are volunteers. So and all of them work. And they got their own jobs, and we got some veterans that still active duty. So that's another stuff that you guys have to wait on accommodate into their time as well. So we really appreciate all of our volunteers, any nonprofit that like the one that Trent is part of here in Operation 11 Charlie. Yes, we are very grateful to our family members, our volunteers that help Operation 11 Charlie grow and keep functioning. Let me see here. So I want to see a shout out real quick to Matt from Anchorage, Alaska, Joseph from Corning, New York, Charles, and when we have someone, Philip from Oak, Florida, Jeffrey Woods from Iowa, all those people that email it to us and they want to collaborate with Operation 11 Charlie in some kind of a way. We really appreciate you guys. I know we had an email, there's somebody they have an indoor crawling course in somewhere upstate New York. So we need to get to that email. There's a bunch of emails, guys. Just be patient with us. We don't have any chapter in that upstate New York, but that's good to have. There's something out there. We have some of our guys that go to that location. We can send them their way. Angie, welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, we cannot wait for Utah. It's gonna be an amazing there. We are very grateful. Everybody that is in charge of making this event happy, Cody, and all the people out there that is part of this event that Operation 11 Charlie is going to be part of. We're gonna have a bunch of guys. Let me present here. If you guys have Facebook, this is right here, the event right here. And then you can find more information about what's going to happen there. And so we're looking forward to be part of this event. And we guys saw in the chat, West Desert Wheeler was in the chat, Logan. So that is the location where Logan does his videos and go crawling those nice rocks out there, guys. So we are very grateful. Everything that they're gonna do this event, all the proceed will go to Operation 11 Charlie. So big shout out to them, Southern Utah Sand Outlaws, as well. Check them out, guys. This is just amazing. I'm gonna put this on the chat here for you guys. We'll have.
If anybody watches Matt's off-road recovery,
Oh, right.
that's the beach that he always pulls people out of that get stuck with.
Right, right.
The same beach. So if anybody's familiar with Matt's off-road recovery YouTube channel, that's exactly where it's at.
Right, right. You brought that up, Ben, and Jens I Major as well too. You're right. Definitely, definitely. So it's a nice location. It's a nice location out there. So we are very grateful. All that's how we keep going to help our Operation 11 Charlie events, all stuff that you can also do for a nonprofit like Trent, and reach out to them and see how you can help them, raise money and form fundraisers for them. That's awesome, awesome. Oh my God, we are almost done, guys, almost done here. We got 12 more minutes, guys. Bennett, anything else that I forgot to mention that you might think of? I know we mentioned you muted, Bennett.
I'll give you a shameless plug.
There you go.
Like you mentioned earlier, we're trying to donate you guys that track chair.
Mhm.
We're on this platform and I'm reaching out to the world. So if anyone is in the area like San Antonio, we're trying to get this chair from San Antonio to PA, from my understanding, right?
Well, now we're gonna bring it to Florida. Sadly, our brother passed away, so that's why we're gonna send it to PA. So now we can bring it closer to our location here in Florida as well. So yeah, that's why we wanted in PA, because I know he can benefit from it. But sadly, our brother passed away a few months ago. Yeah.
Okay, so we're trying to get it from San Antonio to Florida. So
Yes. Any people that is out there, help us out. Combat Marine Outdoors donated. That's it's the one that wheelchair with the tracks, guys, to Operation 11 Charlie, and we just need help how to haul it this way here in this location. Yeah, my brother, Mr. Rick, man, Mr. Rick, we miss him a lot. So yes, just reach out to us. We just need the help how to take that, bring that here into our
I
location.
can get it. I can get it to Houston, and then we can do a halfway point. We can do
Halfway
something.
point, right?
I just don't want to drive all. I'll be honest. I don't want to drive all the way.
No, well, I'm
That's
gonna,
a long drive.
yeah, we're gonna plan because maybe we can meet halfway, maybe in Louisiana somewhere, and then I know we have some of our veterans right there in the Panhandle, so it's closer to you guys in a way, and right there close to 10, so we could do something out there.
Yeah, it would be I-10 the whole way.
Oh, yep.
So,
Let me see here. Anything else? I mean, I think that's it, guys. I don't know. Joe, good evening, Joe. Good to see you here. We were given a shout out. I remember that name there. You guys are from New York, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? We were talking about you guys. Shout out to all the people that contact us in the last month. We have a bunch of stuff here that we have a bunch of emails also backed up. So we really appreciate you. I believe you guys are the ones that had that indoor crawling course in that upstate New York, if I'm not mistaken. So that's good to know info that to have. If we have any, and we don't have any chapter close to you guys. The closest one we have is in New York City. But if we have any of our guys going that way, definitely, we really appreciate that. So JNX, he said he can, I could pick it up from the Panhandle. Okay, I like that, brother. I will just stay in contact with me, guys. So we're gonna try to. That's. I think we're gonna record this. We need to record this. All that traveling. Record this from San Antonio to Houston, Houston to Louisiana, Louisiana to here over here in the Panhandle, and from the Panhandle here in Central Florida. So definitely. Let me see here. Brandon, welcome in, guys. I'm looking for one, but is there a chapter in this area? No, we don't have, Joe. We don't have one in upstate New York. We don't have a chapter that way, brother. We have closest chapter that we have to you is the one in NYC. If I'm not mistaken, I don't, right? We don't have nothing upstate New York, unless you want to go to Canada, right, Jake? Jake, about that border right there, Jake. You're about what? 30
I was gonna
minutes?
say I'm probably the closest. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might be a pain going back and forth.
Right. But yes. I could do some of that. Thank you, JNX, brother. Really appreciate you. Well, I think, guys, I think that's it. I don't know, Matt. Guys, do we have our next guest for Monday, next Monday? I don't recall on that. I don't know, Matt, you guys remember we have any on our calendar? But if not, if we don't get it before the end of the show, then stay tuned for our social media where you guys can follow us. Also O11C.org, very simple, O11C.org. Check us out there. Again, I'm gonna be posting again the if I can write the website for Combat Outdoor Marines. Let me put it here in the chat, guys. Feel free to reach out to them. Oh, this is not the one. This is the event for Utah I just post, but let me get this again, the website. Reach out to them. It's some good information that we have for veterans. If you're not a veteran, this can benefit a family member, a friend, or any veterans that you may know that can help them out. Reach out to them. Contact them. I know I saw one of the contact person is right here. It's Trent, right? And I saw another email out there as well. There you go. Yep. Right there. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. But check them out as well on the website. I posted there. Save that website, guys. You guys may help a veteran out or family member of those veterans or anybody right? And and helps spread the word out there for them. Um, and I know the 3 guests after next week, but I'm not. Yeah, the same year, brother. I will. We'll bring that on eventually on that. Let me see here. Anything else, here, brother? You can put me in. I'm not. So let me see. So what else? What else here? I think that's it, guys. Before we start saying our goodbyes, anything else you want to mention, Trent? Before we start saying our goodbyes about the organization.
No, I think we covered everything, but just want to say thank you for having me and allowing me this platform to spread the word. It's all about, at the end of the day, it's all about saving our veterans' lives.
Yes.
And I want to thank you guys for letting me be a part of the Operation 11 Charlie family. You know, me and Nicole have benefited tremendously with the RC community, and you guys are phenomenal people, and we love being a part of it. And whatever we can do to help you guys, let me know, because we're all in. So
Thank you, brother. The same here. The same here as well. Anything you need from us, we are here for you guys as well. We cannot thank you guys enough. That's what we're here for. Sorry, Mayor, everybody saying thank you, Trent. Definitely thank you. Thank you for all this good information, man. Combat Outdoor Marines, guys. I already posted chat many times. And you guys need any more information, you can reach out to any of us. We're gonna put that we're gonna put that information. We're gonna send it towards Trent. So definitely thank you for all that stuff. Let me see here, Jake.
Oh, we're saying goodbye. Oh,
Yeah, we
I
already.
know I'm so chatty up here.
I like
Just
that. I like that shirt, bro.
Right? I know, it's so
Red,
comfy
man.
too. Thank you, Trent, for joining us today. And I know I've said it in the past, but if you can't donate, share.
Yes.
You never know, share to just anyone, and if they know a vet or someone down the line, you can be helping someone just by simply
Yes.
sharing. So
Exactly.
goes a long way.
Well said, brother. Well said, bro. Trent, maybe we could go hunting to Canada,
Hey,
right?
gotta work on your A though.
we definitely need passports to go there, though.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
We
I have no control over that.
we're gonna be hunting for some maple syrup and bacon.
Yeah. So I mean, my door is open, but
There
you just
you
got to
go,
get across
brother.
that border thing.
There you go, brother. Sean.
I know I didn't see the chat tonight, guys, because I was driving. I finally get home. I have to put the fan on because I get home. My wife is a thermostat at 80 degrees. It's like a sauna in here. It's like I just opened the window, turned the fan on. She's like, "So much for me having the heating on." Like nuts. But everybody in the chat, thank you for all the support week in, week out that you show Operation 11 Charlie. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. As everybody said, if you can't donate to any of the raffles or anything, just spread the word about it. And that's one of the best things you can do for it. And Javier, as always, thanks for making me a part of it, brother.
Thank you, my brother. I know you had an amazing weekend as well, right? Shout out to the guys that you guys.
Yeah. Up in Rhode Island, the top heavy pig crew is what they call themselves because they all drive D90s and D110s, so they're all top heavy. So it's like
Okay.
they do some awesome trophy runs, like so. It's actually a really fun place to go.
Awesome. Shout out to them, definitely. Bennett.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Trent, it was great to get to learn about the organization. Please thank your lovely wife for allowing you to spend your evening with us instead of her. Everybody have a safe, great, and hopefully warm week. Smash the thumbs up on your way out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bennett. Thank you for your service, my brother. Looking forward to see you in a couple of weeks. But you're right. Thank you, Jesse, for reminding me. We don't have a show next week. Next week is 31st. We don't have We don't have a show next
Oh,
week.
yeah.
A huge shout out to TD4C and Rob Gunny, that event that they did, and they sent us that donation, that check over $2,000 for Operation 11 Charlie. Rob and the guys, everybody that was involved in that event, and all of our warriors, our reps from Operation 11 Charlie in that location out there. Thank you so much, brother. So thank you so much, Rob Gunny, fellow veteran. Thank you for that. Let me see here. Well, David, we were saying our goodbyes, brother.
Thank you, Trent, for sharing with us tonight and giving us another outlet for helping our veterans to expand that to help bring that zero down to zero.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you for being part of Operation 11 Charlie. You and your lovely family, bro, Jesse and the boys. Thank you so much for the job. Thank you, our guys in the chat here. I've been blocking spams all the way tonight. Thank you so much. I think that's a part of the shows right now. But thank you so much for that, guys. Again, next Monday we will not have a show, right? Next Monday we will not have a show, but after that, we'll have a show. Let me see, because if we can mention, can we mention it, Matt? I know Matt or Sean is very excited for probably, which one is it? The one on the 7th.
Oh, is it Jason from Boom Racing?
And that is, well, that's on the 14th.
Okay.
That's
Never
on the
mind.
14th, but we got one on the 7th. We got one on the 7th. I know Sean is going to take that day off already, planning. He says he's going to go to the spa that day or the day before. All that stuff, be ready for that show. But yeah, guys, next Monday show, we will next Monday we will not have a show, but so 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks from now, we'll have our stay tuned social media. Also go check us out. And oh, Des on the 7th is Des. Yes. If you guys on the 7th, that's another guy. If those guys are being in the hobby for many years, you guys know that name, that's Mooney. So it's gonna be here with us soon also as well. So looking forward to that. Definitely. Again, a couple of weeks from now, stay tuned for that. O11C.org, guys. Check us out on the social media. Let me see. I put it here on the chat. Guys, be patient with us. Again, we have a long list and people that are reaching out to us. Guys, it's a lot of stuff that we cannot control. But if we got some of our guys that need that help, just reach out to the local VA. Some of the stuff here in Operation 11 Charlie, we we try to help out with our guys, but but we are we are, how we can express that, we are not I don't want to say that it sounds wrong, but we are held to help us out each other. But when you get to that point, now I know that it changed now on the VA how to reach out to any help, especially for me. I don't have that information on me that's supposed to have here because I know it changed. But that 1-800 number now is only 3 digits right now, and I should have that, and my wife gave it to me. But if you get into that dark area, reach out to a fellow veteran, family member, anything, guys. Don't let it get to that, guys. So reach out to a family, reach out to a warrior. It also, guys, just reach out to the battle buddies, make sure they're okay, text them whenever you can, all that. So that's all on that. And I think that's anything else that I forgot to mention, Bennett.
No, I think we're good.
That's it. Well, guys, thank you so much. Trent, thank you so much, brother. You are welcome here anytime, any event, anything that you want to bring up and mention about your organization, feel free, bro. Let us know. We'll bring you up, plug it in, and so help spread the word for you guys. Okay. So Again, guys, be safe out there. Thank you for the support. It means a lot to us. Take care. Be safe, guys.